anyone gives me trouble, they'll taste steel.
I'd pray no closer than this. I've a headache as it is.
A place for everyone.
I'll have to remember.
I've no time for pointless chatter.
Now here's a welcome sight.
When was my time to put bread on the table?
I could see myself having a kill. Thereabouts.
There's aught to be said for peace and quiet.
I'll feel inside better once I'm myself having a kip. Hereabouts?
About time I taught that dullard a lesson.
They're whispering of me now.
I don't get a whisper.
Like this.
Is a bit early for arrest as yet.
Oh, good. You return. I find myself on edge when you stray from my line of sight.
I'm in it now.
Suppose I ought to be used to this by now.
I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible.
Those new recruits could barely lift their swords.
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
Hubris is there to us no sooner like you.
Nary a new face inside.
The masquerade is already underway, sir.
Not far from your station, are you not?
What's going on?
It is in the soil of London.
What is life without a little spice?
Have you heard? There's to be more restrictions on goods traded with Bataan. Apparently, even private
Good tidings, sir. What brings you here?
days like this make me glad to be alive.
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour all you like.
in here.
Open up!
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty. Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check. Lest you forget, these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, as you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phaesus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. As you can see, I run an establishment that caters to certain pleasures. You're welcome to come and play anytime, if you escape with your life, that is. Know, however, that our services do not come cheap.
Time wearing on. I'd best be off.
Come see me in my bordlery, whene'er you're so inclined. I'll instruct my attendants to send you straight to me.
Been a while since I heard it called.
It's quiet about.
I could use a bit of excitement in my life.
I get along with everyone. Just about.
A place to soothe the spirit.
It's the same.
Could have sworn I ought to attend to.
Fine place to collect my things.
What is life without a place?
A place to soothe the spirit. Let's make haste, else I'll be at this all night.
I wasn't worried for a moment. Wherever you go, we pawns will always find you, Arisen. You take care not to stray so far next time.
I'd sooner stay out of that. Where it
Who's
possible.
hearing?
All the others leave. Why is my work so hard?
Only person I believe in is myself.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Quite the predicament.
There's a ladder here. After you, Arisen.
Not sure what they expect. I'm no cook, am I?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Well, well. He is merely Disa's puppet then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes, even were he to be removed. I suspect some other would simply be made to take his place. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man you mention. Phases, was it? He seems a man of import, and yet I have never heard of him. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further. You've done well, Your Majesty. Thank you.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phaser's fellow, but what precisely is their aim? This is beyond me, I'm afraid. We found an Archistaff and great sword both. What say we bring them to Sir Klaus? A person of import, I take it. Very well. I will lead the way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Need anything?
Fancy a look at my wares?
Onward to Vernworth Castle.
May tomorrow be as uneventful as today. There is surely no fate more wretched than this.
This place is lovely. I might stay a while. To me,
Follow me.
I've more time than I know how to spend.
The sooner my duties are concluded, the better.
So, we finally arrived. I thought we'd never make... We cannot accompany you there, Master, but fear not. You'll find us here when you return.
Wait for your equipment to come in. Would that all my days were sunshine.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
Suppose I could have it wrong.
My sword arm. Those new recruits barely lift their swords.
I'm in it now. No sense getting cold feet.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I'd simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me?
No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
Sven, where have you been?
Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
Prithee inform when
My back's so stiff after a day of travel.
Everyone's busy with their own affairs, I see.
I didn't sleep a wink last night.
Got to press on. There's much needs doing.
It's too quiet here. Our brigands lurking around.
Keep moving. Lest I fall asleep. Got to focus. My head will roll.
What's this? Come to admire my sculptures, have you? Ho ho! To think my eminence as a collector would reach in the ears of the arisen. If only my collection were complete, I'd fain allow you to inspect it. Alas, the sculpture that I commissioned to be its centerpiece is yet to arrive. And 'twould wound my pride to have you behold my collection ere 'tis made whole. If your curiosity shall not be denied, however, mayhap you'd consider paying a visit to the sculptor in my stead. The man's home is located in Batal. You need only tell him that I eagerly await the sculpture's completion.
Someone must have the answers we seek. If we ask around, we might just find them.
I'll gladly stay a while.
Almost wish aught would happen to shake things up.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
We ought to put it to good use.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Bed calls, and I shan't resist.
Always another errand for me too.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true... How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I am able to offer, I bid you take this.
Phases. Now there's a name to remember. Well, this simplifies things. Our task is nearly done.
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
I suppose 'tis so.
Well met, sir. Trade quite the predicament. Tis our duty to see this peace protected.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Beg pardon, sir. But you are the Arisen, are you not? Captain Brandt bade me ask aught of you, if you would hear it. However, it is a matter best kept from prying ears. Might we not move to a more discreet location? Firstly, pray, take this. 'Tis a regalia sword, one of the kingdom's treasures. 'Tis my duty to guard it. Yet, I have stolen it from the masquerade hall where 'twas on display. A duplicate now rests in its place, and I must beg you to keep the true artifact hidden, lest the ruse be discovered. Generations of Amundian rulers have wielded it, though not in battle, of course. 'Tis a ceremonial weapon for use in parades and the like. Yet, Deesa's disdain for tradition has seen the blade suffer. 'Tis fractured, and has lost much of its former luster. Captain Brandt is of a mind to restore it, so that it might serve as a symbol of your authority, Sir Arisen. Indeed, when the time comes for you to announce your ascension, having this sword at your hip would doubtless elevate your standing in the eyes of the people. And I must confess, having watched over the blade for many a year, I've grown rather fond of it. I should be well glad to see it restored to its former splendor by your hand. My hopes for our kingdom and its treasure go with you, Sir Arisen. I bid you...
I'll sleep like a log
Now,
tonight.
the weight of my duties is like old flattery. So, you've come. Captain Brandt bade me allow you passage.
I'll not stick my head where it'll get cut off. All's well, I trust. Not ruined your day, again.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Oh. Then we are presented with 3 options. Either the law of our world that allows only one arisen has been upended, or Deesa's arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, Oh, you've no interest in such things? Why, the law is everything to me. 'Tis life itself. I believe I can surmise what you came for. And though I am here on false charges, I have no intention of breaking the law to gain my freedom. What is it? Have you come to hear more? Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests. And I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? I suspected as much. Then we are done here. Leave me be.
Would that I ne'er had force to draw steel.
Is this where you've been all this time? 'Tis rather far from where we agreed to meet up.
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
If our prayers are not heeded, what hope have we? Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir. Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search for him?
Let us begin by gathering information.
'Tis as you say.
A moment's prayer can do a world of good.
Follow me, then. Unless you doubt my sense.
I spend my days in quiet reflection. Greetings.
My prayers will show.
Anything could be lurking here.
Malcolm? All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered. Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery.
Really now?
Loyalty's just another way to save your own skin.
Sounds a bit bright for these poor eyes.
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Is it true you're the Arisen? That's what I've heard anyhow. Only, I seem to recall someone else boasting of being the Arisen over in the tavern about 6 months ago. Just be sure you play your part well, whatever the truth. The Arisen takes the crown here in Vermund, after all. A fellow Drake or two, and I reckon you'll earn the people's faith. Good luck to you.
What to do?
I can't go on like this.
Drink is a vice and not feeling weary even after a day of rest.
Whatever it is, I'll have to hear it another time.
Well met! This here's the sanctuary of tipplers and merrymakers alike. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Keep those orders coming. This fearsome world of ours is best met with stiff drinks and cheery hearts, I say.
There's no easy
feet long before if our prayers are not heeded. What, oh, where could Malcolm have gotten off to? Perhaps you could try asking the other children. I haven't been able to get much out of them myself.
How did I end up in this miserable place? I'm quite sure I wasn't dreaming. But ox carts don't run so late at night. Was it a phantom then? I shudder to think.
Something smells divine. In my line of business, patience is key.
My head hurts just thinking about
This might be worth a read.
what to do. What to do? I've no mother or father to speak of, you see. So the nice people at the Gracious Hand take care of me. I wanted to get them a present to say thank you, and I thought a bunch of flowers would be just the thing. The problem is, I can't seem to find any good ones. Do you think you could help me? All I need is a bunch of pretty flowers. For true. Thank you ever so much, Arisen. I'm sure you'll find the prettiest flowers that ever were. Oi, Arisen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already? Oh, just look at them. They're the most beautiful flowers I've ever seen. These should brighten the sisters' days. Say, would you mind terribly if I asked you another favor? See, one of my friends taught me a magic spell. It's supposed to let you meet whomever you like. All you have to do is find a silver stone, put it under your pillow, and say the magic words. But there's the problem. I've been looking all over for such a stone, and I can't find one anywhere. Would you find a silver stone and bring it to me, Arisen? For true. I knew I could count on you, Arisen. I'll be waiting. Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. They're hard to find, aren't they?
But much to do yet.
It's just another day, same as the one afore. The other day, I chanced to see a most resplendent ox cart on the high road. Now, that's not so strange, but guess who I saw riding in it? Poor little Daphne. I doubt with my eyes I did. And rightly so, as it turned out to be a young boy. The resemblance was so uncanny.
I wonder what it was Malcolm found.
The end comes. I shall not struggle easily.
I end up feeling weary. Say, if I were you, the place is full of I should know.
One need not strive to know the unknowable.
There's no telling what will happen if I linger here.
My bed is. I shan't resist.
Was I lacking in devotion?
Not much fun to be had around here.
I ought to earn my pay.
Can't make a living if I get myself in.
I end up feeling weary. A day of rest.
What to do?
It's been a hard day.
This calls for a curative. Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid.
I should propose putting so very tight. Can't we make our own?
Stomach's complaining. I'll have an early
The pups ought benefit
Said
from
my
all this sunshine.
The heavens have forsaken us. All is lost.
What about this place makes me nervous?
Twould take a better mind than mine to solve this.
Let me get that.
Maybe he was hoping to.
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant to tell anyone that.
Shall we report our results?
Just where are these vaults exactly? Let us return to Sir Kendrick. Perchance he will know more.
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mention rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
We would be ill-advised to proceed without light.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly, perhaps we ought to take a look.
We ought to follow close behind.
I suppose 'tis so.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret. Understood?
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It near boggles the mind. That's so impressive an archive.
This place is amazing. I knew I'd find something down here, but I never...
This is what we went to all that trouble for?
Rarely have I felt so empty. Be on your guard. There are innumerable corners where an enemy might conceal themselves here.
Keep your voice low, lest my heart leap from my throat.
We are under attack!
The fiend unknown is the most perilous.
Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise.
On my feet.
Let me think of this.
Maybe I'll keep right here.
Got to focus. My head will roll if aught goes awry.
This is no life. Occupy your muscle alone.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
Not sure why I patrol it, if I'm honest.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
Well, have you found some place I might sate my scholarly curiosities? Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own.
Must hold out till someone comes to me.
This should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
Huzzah! We must inform Captain Brant at once.
Suppose I can finish it tomorrow.
It isn't a place I'd like to find good conversation.
This place is awful dull.
Right, just follow me. We've come all this way, only to find ourselves unawaited. Perhaps our timing was awry.
I dare say we shan't make much progress as things stand. What say we refresh our minds as to the details of our task?
Come at last, I see. About time. Another moment and I'd have been nodding off where I stand.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, Your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, Your Majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray.
We have been entrusted with it.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your... It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom? He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray.
Would be a wasted opportunity not to make our delivery while we're here.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
I suppose 'tis so. We found an Arcus staff and great sword both. What say we bring them to Sir Klaus? Ah, yes, I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
We're off to Vernworth Palace, then. Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. We pawns are barred from entering the palace, but nothing shall keep me from escorting you to the gates.
A guide is most welcome.
We've arrived.
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
But not at the expense of my duty.
The wise are as discerning with time as with coin.
Not much going on.
I always draw the short straw.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
It's also quiet.
At least my back's not acting.
'Tis best you will pray. Be cautious, Your Majesty.
Would that all my days were so.
Quiet at last. I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere. There are times when no one's standing watch there at all.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the regent kin to request a private audience.
Oh, perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
Well, well. We meet again. Is this stealthy business becoming a habit of yours?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Need I say more? Something tells me this shan't be the last I see of you. Perhaps you'll be good enough to repay me when next we meet. Off you go now. If you wish to speak further, 'twill have to wait. This is neither the time nor the place for it.
Fine place to sit and gather once more. A fine place to sit and gather once more.
I could see myself having a kill.
It seems... You've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign. A ladder, is it? How convenient.
Ah, excellent find.
I'll take the night watch at a desk.
There's comfort in the comes on a daily night.
Now there's a worthy prize, if only 'tweren't so far away.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal. A land, let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilt between Vermund and his neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melve and this God's way? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melve? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melve.
Phases. Now there's a name to remember.
Go on, have a look.